What's up, guys? I'm Elite Scatman, and welcome back to Brave Fancy Musashi. Now, you notice a couple things are different. I don't have earbuds in, I don't have headphones on or anything. I am not even playing the game right now. As you can see, my hands are here. The game's doing its own thing. That's because OBS decided to not capture my game, or not my game audio. It decided not to capture my commentary, and I don't know why. Because it's worked fine. I did 3 other recordings last night for this. And they all captured just fine. Granted, this is before I got a whole new microphone set up. I'll talk about that more in tomorrow's video. So I got a whole little bit more new stuff here. So basically what it decided to do is just decided to not capture it. So basically what I'm doing for right now, for what I'm doing for today, is I'm just rewatching it and pretty much commentating over. I'm going to pretty much give you insight as to what I'm doing, what's going on. Because I can't even listen to what I said. But basically right here, first what we saw there was I went and got another longevity berry. Because I'm kind of working on increasing my health right now. That's one of the new attacks I got. I don't know if you saw that yet or not. Oh yeah, you did, because the whole clown guys and stuff. So basically what I'm doing right now is I'm going to get another longevity berry. Because in a couple of the upcoming battles, some of the bosses are going to really start to get tough. As you kind of saw a little bit with the Watercrest Guardian, I kind of got my ass kicked a little bit. Like, I actually had to use all of my healing items plus my revive item. I think at this point I had stocked back up, so I stocked back up, so I don't really need items. I was going around getting stuff to boost my health, because these enemies around here aren't going to do shit to me. So yeah, I'm basically going to get longevity berries. In this episode, I'm also trying to figure out what I need to do. Because yeah, here we're just getting a longevity berry. So I can get my health up to 250, and I think up to 275. So, from this point, there's really not much going to go on. So I'll get back to you whenever I'll cut to wherever we get back to at get to the village. Oh no, wait, no, never mind. There's a bench field there. Right now I'm trying to figure out how to get to it. I know how to get to it, because now that we have the watercrest, we can go across the water here and go get that. I'm trying to remember who that even was. I want to say it was the maid. I want to say this is where I found the maid, but I'm not 100% sure. Because yeah, we can get to that now, because we couldn't get to that before we got the water scroll. I forgot that was even there. No, we found the doctor. Okay, no, the maid was... Maybe we already found the maid. No, we found the doctor. And basically what he does, yeah, he says he'll give it a shot. Basically, if we're like poisoned, we're low on health or whatever, we don't have enough money for healing items, we can go to him. Which, frankly, if you run out of money for healing items in this game, I'm not going to say you're bad, you just need to kill more enemies. Like, it's an RPG. This is a square JRPG. You have to kill things. Also, water does nothing to enemies. It just makes them bigger. Which I think I even explore a little bit later on. The unfortunate thing with this whole thing... One, the camera's glitching out there a little bit. Which is weird. I don't know why it did that. It was just weird. I don't know. The unfortunate thing with this episode, there's not really much of anything going on. Like, I'm not going out to fight any big bosses or anything. I'm not fighting any big bosses. There's not any major enemies I have to go fight. It's just a lot of running around and doing stuff. Which, unfortunately, happens a lot. I mean, this game doesn't have a whole lot of it. Like, it's not an insanely big world. Like, you can get to most everything within, like, 10 minutes. Whereas in other games, like, if you don't have a fast travel, you're stuck wandering around for half an hour to an hour. Oh, no, this is what I know what I'm doing. I'm going back up to the top, because there's Aqualin up at the top of this thing. There's a little area I'm just decided to go to explore. I guess I'm trying to figure out which way I gotta go. Yeah, but as you can see, we have the double jump. I think we explained it. We saw that. I'm not good with... Like, I like doing live commentary. I like being able to... I'm trying to jump over there, which is kind of useless. Just run all the way around and get to the other side. So that's useless. But I don't like commentating over my own gameplay. Like, unless it's live. It's just because I feel like you lose not so much the authenticity of it, it's just you don't get my initial reaction of it. And I feel like it just takes away from the video a little bit. Because there is, I think we go up here, we can get Aqualin, which actually is the same as Antidote. It removes poison. So if I actually didn't want to spend money on poison, see here I'm trying to use my thing, but it just kicks me off and just sends me up top. So I'm assuming this is like pure, like Aqualin is like pure water. Like this looks like it's a natural spring, healthy drink indeed. I think I actually look in the menu to see exactly what it does. Yeah, it removes poison and restores HP by 10. So it's a good, like, if I wanted to get something other, if I didn't want to spend money on antidotes, which frankly I don't really care, I could just come up here and grab Aqualin. Problem is, it's such a hassle to get up here. I'd rather just do a little bit of extra grinding and get stuff. I found a rock. The rock is nothing. It's nothing special. I don't even know. I can't remember if I get anything special. I almost fell in the water there. I forgot how close that was. So also, I don't know if you can hear in the background, the cat's been meowing like crazy today, and I don't know why. I mean, we did just have a guy over here. We had a we had a guy over here earlier today. We had our toilet had a leak last week, so the guy had to come in and basically he fixed the leak because I had to shut off the water. He came in and fixed the leak. He had to cut a hole in the ceiling so you could let the whole all the woodwork and everything in between dry out. That way it didn't cause any structural problems. So he's in here today. I think it freaked Sully out a little bit. So Sully's just been he's been really meowy today, and I don't know why. I mean, he seems fine otherwise. Like, he's healthy. He's on a new diet. I don't know. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. I wish it didn't do this, because, like, I wish I would have caught it sooner before I tried recording more. Oh yeah, and now I'm going back. At this point, I think I'm going into the well. Yeah, I'm going into the well to use the water crest. Because, yeah, there's a water crest down here, and that, what it does you'll see here in a second. Because, yeah, there's no longevity berry in there, which I think I do wait for to get. So, yeah, there is one more I do get. I'm trying to see if there's a way to get to that chest. You can't yet until after you use the crest. Also, that thing shoots at me. I thought I could block it, but apparently not. Yeah, because there's just no way to get up there yet. I'm trying to remember what you even get in there. I want to say that's where I get goggles. Yes, because you just can't. You just can't. So, sorry, I don't mean to chew my fingers. I just had a little bit of an itch. But yeah, there's the water crest. Because you can see now, the first time we were here, it wasn't flashing like that. But now that it's flashing and we have the water scroll equipped, we can actually use the water crest. I don't know. Some of these early PS1 animations for this stuff is really cool. Okay, yeah, see, it basically alters the water level, which, how that even happened in the first place is beyond me. So yeah, now we can use the well, so like it automatically removes the rope and stuff, so you can't just go, you have to go back up that way, which is actually go back into the mines. And here's these two guys are actually the thieves. I'll quiet down a little bit just so you can kind of hear them. Excuse me. Yep, we took the bell back at the church. I just now noticed something. Ben's zipper's a little bit undone. If I remember correctly, Ben's the big guy, Ed's the small guy. I actually like some of the little profile art for these characters. Except you can't see his, but his is actually pretty good. You actually do have to fight these guys later on as bosses. They're actually they're actually pretty difficult too. I'm trying to remember. I know Ben is a little bit tricky. Ed, I forget. Like they're like right at the end of the game. So we will eventually fight this. Also, I like how it gives like granted it's just a little sprite. That's all it is, just a little 2D sprite of it, fish flopping around. Problem is they're like always there, so they're just a cosmetic thing. So here's this chest, which has a used boot. That's nothing. It's just an army boot, so that really gets used for nothing. Apparently I can't jump upstairs. I wish you could just walk upstairs. Because, yeah, that's a little mine thing. We can't get to that yet. Because, yeah, see here. So, yeah, as you can see, the water level's all higher here. So we can actually get to that other chest now. Oh, my God. Double jump makes everything so much nicer for this. An old shirt. Okay, I know what that is. That'll actually come in handy. Because I'm not going to spoil that yet. I'm not going to. I'm trying to remember if I actually sleep here for the longevity berry or not. I can't remember. Alright, so we're going into this mine. We're going into this little cave here. We're just kind of exploring a little bit. But I'm basically exploring this because I just kind of want to see. I want to get an idea as to where stuff is. There's one of these little snake things here. I failed to attack it there, and I don't know why. I actually do get an item out of here, but I don't think I get anything good. Also, those bats are annoying. They're just so annoying. They just attack you for no reason. Again, I hate the fact the well seems alright now. So, talking to Musashi, like, okay, because normally when you pause menu, it pauses a little speech bubble, like, basically what's going on in Musashi's head. Which is kind of a neat. Found armor. I don't think that's anything useful. I don't think there is anything useful. But here we have a fire crest. Now, we don't even have the fire scroll yet. I actually don't even remember what scroll is next. I'm trying to climb up here, but it's fruitless. You can't get up out of there until after you activate the fire crest. Which I think actually takes you to a later part, but I'm not sure. Because, yeah, there I'm just at the top, and I just can't do anything. I actually got paid the money from that. That's actually kind of cool. So, yeah, we can't even do anything with this until we get the fire crest. Until we get the fire scroll. I'm trying to remember what one's next. Because I've been, like I said, like I'll say again, on Friday's episode, we're in that territory where I start to lose some of the knowledge of what I did. Because the first stuff, like, I got this game when I was a kid. Like, I was like 8, 9, 10 when I got this game. Which, while you're buying your 10-year-old an RPG game, especially when the only other RPG I had experience with was what, Pokemon? Pokemon is more or less a very simplified RPG. So, I mean, it's not simplified. They're actually, well, at first it was kind of simple because it was very broken. I don't know why. I'm going back here. I'm going to see if the rope is still there. It's not. I think if I look over here, yeah, I see the longevity berry there. But I'm actually going over here to see if, yeah, as you can see, you can't see the rope at all. Like you gotta, like, what would it be? What have been it? I'm trying to jump around, see if I can find it, but it's not there anymore. So, I guess something I should keep in mind, like, I don't know, there's always stupid little things in the village to do. Like, you can always go talk to other people, talk to them. They'll usually give you a little hint about, oh, what's going on. So, like, it's usually little hints. It's like, oh, they've been staying out. Like, oh, the 2 kids have been staying out late at night. I wonder what they're up to. And you stay out late at night, and it turns out there's fucking ghouls going around or some shit. There's something that happens. Usually, if you take little clues like that, you will. Okay, I didn't wait for a longevity berry. Unless I decide to go back, which I might. Because this is like a 35-minute video. So, I did not cut the video at all beforehand. Because I don't know, because I'm a fool. I honestly don't know. But, alright, because yeah, now I'm checking the well, and I was like, okay, now I can just go get well water from it. Which, well water doesn't do much. I think it only restores like 5 or 10 HP. Okay, so yeah, here I'm going back into the well. I'm going back in, because I was going to go back down there, because I remembered the longevity berry. So I'm going back in there. So I'll pretty much meet you guys after I get that when we come back out of the mine. All right, so we're back out of the mine. I'm trying to figure out exactly where I'm going right now. I honestly don't remember. Oh no, I know where I'm going. I'm going to go to the other water crest. Because I did notice that there is like 2 water crests per scrolls. Because remember, there's a 2 earth crest. Right? Yeah, because there's the one off to the edge where you actually need to get to for another area. For later on in the game, whenever you get the wind scroll and crest. Also, I wonder back here, because there's a bunch of there. And 500 drans, which for, I don't know how it has a dollar sign. But the money is called drans. So it's like drans. I'm trying to think of a food thing, because there's loinette. What do you think? Pork loin, loinette. Okay, so that's the maid. So that's where we rescued the maid. But so she teaches us a technique that's actually pretty cool. It's a decent move. I'll talk about it more in next video. Because at this point I already have next. Yeah, because see, here's the other water crest. So use the water crest. So I'll just use the water scroll here, and basically all this does is drains this little pond thing. So we can get to that chest. That chest has an item that's... It's more of a if it's what I think it is, it's more of a convenience item than anything else. If we get old glasses in here or something. Yeah, we found a pair of glasses. And I'll get to those whenever we go to get those appraised. So yeah. So let's go get... So we've collected a couple things. Let's go get it all appraised now. Alright, so now we're back here. We're going into the appraisal shop right now. Because we're going to get some of the stuff appraised that we got. So we got what? We got a rock. It says maybe a jewel. But it's just a crystal. It's a crystalline glass ball. So it's not as valuable, but it still gets us a decent amount of money. Next is the used boot. Which is, again, it's nothing. It's army boots. Imported brand. An old shirt. But it's actually the L vest. And now you can attack faster. What that means is that little gauge we have, equipped L armor, his attack gauge time goes by faster. So yeah. So now whenever we go to charge up, it goes up like insane. It's like within a second it's up. Armor is a large pot. I don't know how you mistake that for armor, but okay. And then the L glasses, and these are the L goggles. So now we can, now whenever we find something and we need it appraised, it'll just do it automatically as soon as you get it. But we still need this guy to sell the stuff to, so you have 2,500 drans, 1,200 drans, and 470 drans. So we actually have a decent amount of money now. I think I just use up the well H2O and Aqualin. I think I just use those up to free up inventory space. Just because, like, Aqualin, it's like antidotes, but basically I have 3 antidotes right now, and that's kind of useless. So, right now, I'm just kind of wandering around. I'm trying to figure out what I need to do next. Because normally, like, after you get an item, you get a piece of legendary armor, usually something pops up saying, okay, you have to go do this now. But another little thing you notice now is Musashi is actually wearing the goggles. See, I'm looking around to try to sell these, but I can't sell those. So I can't sell them to her. But I think I do stock up. I do stock up because there's an EX drink. That thing will come in handy. Now that we're above 200 HP, that'll come in handy. Because I think otherwise a W gel only does by 150, which is nice to have. I keep because I have the EX drink, I have the S Revive, I have 2 W gels and 2 regular gels. I have 2 antidotes, and I think I carry, I did pick up an H Mint. Now as you can see right now, my inventory is full. In a game where you cannot expand your inventory at all, that's detrimental to most RPG people right now. So yeah, see here I just use them up just so I can kind of get it out of the way. I think here I go through and I organize my inventory a bit. And because see now I use those up. I have 2 fair open spaces, but yeah, that's kind of the hard part with this game is you want to keep a decent supply of healing items, but at the same time, you don't want to overstock your inventory. Because if you overstock your inventory, if you find items out while you're out, especially, if I remember correctly, there's an area later on in the game that you can't get back to. So I don't know what I'm doing here. I honestly don't. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I think I'm going to look around a little bit, but I'm not 100% sure. So,
Still don't know what you're doing?
I went to check. I'm checking this area because I thought there was something down here, but it's nothing. I can't do. I can't get down to this area until later.
Okay.
So right here, I figured out. I cut off camera here because I figured out I have to talk to the. I have to go try to talk to the mayor to figure out what the hell to do. Which in reality, I gotta talk to the mayor's wife because the mayor is sick. The first thing, well, I'll just wait till we get there because the first thing she's gonna ask me to do is to go fix the well, which we've already done. So that's easy. The next thing she's gonna ask us to do is to go fix the gondola. Now, in order to fix the gondola, we have to have all 3 carpenters. As of right now, we only have 2. So here we're knocking on the door, and yep, here she is. Hello there, Musashi. And she basically asked you if you want me to be the. Excuse me. She asked you if you want to be the mayor for a while. I don't know why. Of all people, she asked you. Why she asked you as Musashi to be. Why she asked Musashi to be the mayor and not someone else. I mean, I don't know why she just doesn't do it, or like someone else. I don't really know who else. Now that I think about it, I don't know who else would. Because everybody else has like their basically defined role here. She's the only one that just doesn't. So yeah, they sold the bell, and yeah. So yeah, pretty much she's telling you right here. She's telling you. Yeah, everybody's been complaining about getting the gondola fixed, so she's saying about fixing it. So we need 3 carpenters and a gondola gizmo. We have. Alright, so 3 carpenters, he asked a geezer. And our gondola gizmo's in the scrap depository. Yeah, basically a garbage dump. I forgot you could talk to Wid. I forgot he even knew anything about it. Because basically, okay, so what I failed, as you'll see in the next video, is I had to ask the 3 carpenters. But here's the problem, as we're going to find out here in a second. I've only rescued 2 of them. Because stupid me, earlier when we were in the mines, completely neglected the one that was on the top of the screen. And if you go back and watch it, you can see it. It's there. You can see the green little bento tight there just spinning around. Fix a gondola. Good if thou. Food provisions have been on a decrease since the gondola broke down. So I've already saved Carpenter Carvey and Carpenter QB. Jesus, the food puns. Sir Beaverly doth be what? So if we go visit, which we do, because yeah, see, I don't have the seer. I have Carpenter A and I have Carpenter B, and I need the Weaver yet too for the elf cloth, because she makes you something out of that. There's Carpenter C, which I did not save. I looked up where he is. I know where he is. So here we're just going through because we met the doctor, so we're just going through and meeting some last couple people here. Oh yeah. So yeah, if we go to the doctor, he makes you drink SP recovered, all ailments are cured. It completely restores your HP and BP. So like, if you're in the village and you don't want to waste any healing items, you can just come here and do that. A little bit out of the way, but it's kind of worth it if you're on a tight spot for money. Which is kind of hard to do with how easy it is to go grind enemies. I get to meet I haven't met the taster yet, but he doesn't really say anything. He just says how he'll possibly be promoted from a poison taster to a quality taster. So, realistically though, the poison tasters were a thing, so it's actually. Okay, and here's the main. She actually teaches us a move, because apparently there's a fly. What you did to my father? Okay, yeah, there's a little fly. Boink. Fucking aim. I couldn't even imagine stabbing a fly with the end of a broomstick and killing it. So yeah, basically, when we're rushing, when we're running, when there's dust behind Musashi, you can hit the square button. He basically does a running stab move. And it's actually pretty decent. So, oh, I saved one of the other musicians. I didn't even realize that. Because if you notice that earlier on when I saved the first musician, it was the one that played the flute. After that, in the castle, it started playing the little flute tune that you hear. If I go talk to the other ones, you'll hear like all the other ones. So, but basically, this is the end of the episode here. So, yeah. So next episode, I'm gonna go find the Weaver, the Seer, and the last mercenary. We're gonna get the gondola gizmo. I know because I've already recorded it. So, so I know what we're doing already. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you want to see more. And I'll see you in the next video.